Now, Thor is a crazy brawler, as you've seen. A one-on-one with Thor means you're basically going to always die. That's why I really enjoy playing Thor in a certain comps. You're able to disrupt the team as well as take these 1v1s that allow you to get a pick, which then allows you to push as your team in a 6v5 situation. I think Thor is a very snowbally character. Sorry for my little voice crack there. Bad intro, right? So yeah, so today we're going to be looking at Thor. If you don't know who I am, my name is Arroyo. I come from a predominant fighting game background, learning matchups, frame data, setups, teaching everybody how to be great in fighting games. Recently, I fell in love with Marvel Rivals, so I am explaining the Vanguard class, as well as maybe some things that you could be doing within games. I have a lot of videos about comms and how I rank up. Those are all on the channel, but today we're going to be focusing on Thor. I already did one for Venom. Now, Thor, as I said, is a crazy brawler. And I'm not going to lie to you when I say this is my second time recording this video, because it's so hard to talk about Thor's kit without talking about another piece of Thor's kit. So I'm going to open up Thor's kit right here. You can pause it. You can read it, right? You can, get the actual nomenclature. The way I like to explain things is like if you're talking to a human, right click just throws the hammer, right? I'm not going to say right click, throw Mjolnir forward, and then that returns, right? That's a fucking tongue twister. I would say you right click, you throw the hammer, it does damage, and it gives you 100 shield, right? So let's talk about his kit, right? I'll show you each of his kit, and then we'll talk about the combos in his kit, what you should be doing, how you should be positioning as Thor, and certain things I would like improved as Thor. So as you heard, right, his right click throws the hammer, and you get 100 shield. Now Thor is a 625 hero because he's the anchor of a team up. I don't know if this team up's going to leave in season 2 or if they're just going to give Thor the flat 100 increase, because without the anchor, Thor is a 525 vanguard, the lowest in the entire game, right? The team ability makes him 625, which kind of makes him very tanky for how much DPS he can actually put out. I feel like Thor was a DPS at the start, and then they realized, like, damn it, we should just make this guy a vanguard, give him a little bit more health. So as you see, when you throw the hammer, Thor talks so much. When you throw the hammer, as you see down below, you get 100 shield. You get 100 shield for using the first two abilities of Thor, which is the hammer toss, and the left shift is this hammer lunge forward, which I believe is one of the most critical pieces of his kit that not a lot of people use. Thor has crazy mobility, right? Thor can really get around the map, evade enemies, and get into like high places and wait for his team as well as run away. The right click is like, there is a use for it, and I'll tell you about it once we talk about the next ability, the E. Well, actually, we'll talk about it after the F, right? So the F is the big cash out. 3 Thor Force, the F right there, the Awakening Rune, and as you saw earlier in the video, it basically allows you to throw out, I believe it's 10? 9. I think it might be 9, right? 9 super powerful lightning strikes. It's actually kind of crazy. The reason being is, let's say you're fighting a Luna, right? Let's say you're fighting a Luna. You hit Luna with your charge. Boom. You beat. I mean, look at that. She's already dead. Now, and that's without it, right? So let's say you just catch the Luna naturally with your F pop, right? You're killing her in 4 hits, right? You're killing any support realistically in 4 hits. So you could, pop this, get your Thor Force back. You don't even have to pop it. Keep doing that. Then you'll have it back. See the other support, pop your F. And then you already disrupted the entire backline. While, as you see down there, having 800 plus HP. Thor does damage and Thor stays alive. It's very crucial to understand it. Now, the only real purpose, I believe, of the right click is maybe if you want to do some poke damage from far away. But it doesn't need like that much damage, and then you're kind of wasting the 100 shield. The best way I found is, let's say I get Groot down here, right? Using my shift to displace him. I pop my E, and then I just start beating I just start beating up Groot with weaving in my right click. So then that way I can get that 100 shield and stay constantly in brawling. But like realistically, you don't need to do that either, because let's say I hit Groot with my left click. I can do the same thing with my left click, get the same damage and the shield, as well as pushing Groot hella far away from his team, right? So that's why the right click, like, really doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if, like, they would have to buff the damage slightly, but buffing Thor's damage is already scary because we saw how much damage the F does. So it's very spooky. But as you just saw, that's exactly like how I play. That's exactly how I play Thor, right? If I am playing Thor, let's say I have a Magneto already. I don't think Thor's a good solo tank personally. I mean, it can work. Anything can work, right? I mean, I won a game with three tanks, 3 healers. I run a game with 1 healer, 1 tank, 4 DPS. Like, anything's really possible with Marvel Rivals. But this is exactly how I play Thor. You push them away. You know, if you feel like it, you pop your Thor force, keep pushing away. And then if Groot's in kill range, then you can pop your F, kill Groot. Oh no, you see, you know, the other tank over there. You can do some damage. The weakest part of Thor is his ultimate. It takes too long. It's not that good, realistically. Right. Right. It like people can get out. A lot of people in Marvel 1, they can like heal through it. Realistically, Magneto can bubble it. A lot of DPSs have mobility. A lot of supports have mobility. Certain tanks have mobility, right? Like, so I think his ultimate is kind of like lackluster. I don't know if he should just go up and down immediately, or if you can like, right? If you could do something else in it, or maybe if he like moved faster. Like, I'm not like too sure. Like, it's not. I don't know why it says descend none. I actually don't know what that is. Am I missing something? Ultimate ability? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like he has like anything like come down with. Yeah, that is weird. That is quite weird. That is quite weird. But yeah, so Thor, and personally, in my opinion, like he's a brawler. At the end of the day, I play him in a very aggressive team comp. So let's say they're rocking like a Punisher, Bucky, Rocket. I mean, honestly, I love it, right? Because even if Punisher pulls out a shotgun, if you hit Punisher with one of these, oh, see, not like that. So let's say, you know, you hit Punisher with, you know, one of these, and then you start bopping him, like he's one already dead by the time he pulls out his shotgun. If you catch Punisher unbeknownst, so you hit him with one, you know, then you hit him twice, he can't pull out, like, Thor is so great in a 1v1 situation. And I can't stress this enough. Like, he's good in team comps. But what you should be doing as Thor is looking for a flank, bopping one person out of position, whether it be a DPS or a healer, and then just melting them in 2 seconds, and then joining back with your team on the front line, and then pushing forward, maybe going for the other healer. Like, he's so good at just 1v1ing. Now, there is a very recent video I uploaded when I hit Celestial where I play Venom and Thor that you people are making guides on. And you'll see this, right? You'll see me just walk around, charge up my hammer, find the guy. Oh, we'll see. Well, maybe, hopefully not like that, right? Charge the hammer, find the guy, and then just pop him out of position. And then I just start whooping. And then I just start bopping, right? Like I said, he's not a very good solo tank because there is no... necessarily, you can't really like protect for your team. You can peel for your team, you know, like if they're rocking a Panther or a Magic, right? What I like to do, you know, once again, like you do like the same thing even against those heroes, right? Magic comes in, what do? You start bopping Magic out the way, right? Maybe she'll dash away. You keep Magic and Panther, you know, away from the team. You keep you know, Venom away from the team. Like, you can really just keep bopping Venom. You keep Groot away from his team. Like, your whole goal as Thor is just to separate them to where it's a you, and then you melt them. That's what you gotta do as Thor, right? You know, like I said, Marvel Rivals is a very tough game to talk about when it comes to these types of how do you say it, guides, because everybody's kit is very not complicated, but it kind of like, you got, when I talk about the hammer, right, then I gotta talk about the Thor force, and when I talk about the Thor force, then I gotta talk about the E, and when I talk about the E, then I gotta talk about the F, and when I talk about the F, you know, then I can talk about the shift, and then when I, you know, like everything like flows together. So it's always tough to be like, okay, yeah, use your shift. Okay, as you see, I'm down in Thor force, now I'm gonna pop my E, then now I'm gonna pop my F, right? And look, I mean, this is crazy. Like, look at this. Like, imagine these are the 2 DPSs, right? Like, imagine all 3 of these are DPSs. I'm taking care of this guy. Bink. My F is back. There's a healer dead. Now I'm on this guy. Pop my Thor force. Dead. Dead, right? I just killed 3 people. And if I felt like it, I could have killed a 4th person. Like, you can really melt the DPSs and the strategists. And don't get it twisted, right? Don't get it twisted. You can melt, right? You can melt a, you can melt basically any vanguard, realistically. I mean, I showed it earlier with Strange. Right, let's pop Strange over here. We'll pop Strange opposition. Bink. And then boom. Right, I'm there. Strange is dead. Okay, there's Mantis. Mantis dead. Oh, there's fucking Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger dead. Okay, now I'm on, you know, now I'm on Hawkeye. You know, like, you can really just ping pong off of it. He's very, very, very snowball heavy, as I like to say it. But hopefully you found this video useful. Like I said, it's very hard to talk about this, right? You want to displace people. You want to make sure your Thor force is up. You want to manage your shield. And you know, you want to make sure you're using your shift ability to traverse the map if needed, right? Thor does have like good mobility, as well as that 100 shield. So let's say you're low on HP. What I like to do is I'm doing this until my team comes back, or you know, I'm running this way, and then you know, I'm running this way, and then I'm dashing this way to get the 100 HP to cut line of sight from the, you know, from the enemy. You know, like, so it's very important. Now make sure, yeah, your Thor force is in a circle. So make sure that, you know, the enemy is in it. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, leave a like, and I'll see you all in a regular quick play. See you later.